Molly is going to lead the line. Cutler is actually going to meet on the ground, similar to where we saw his placement last time. The paranoia is going to be good, but the wall is in the way to stop any damage going in. Saw this positioning similarly on the Echo 8 battle, but it's hazed from distance on the high heavens, getting some damage in, but could only do so much. Of course, the UI is lying to us. Nobody is a Phantom just yet. It's all on pistols. Right now, the man advantage goes to Charlotte Phoenixt. There's a lot of pressure put onto them, a lot of utility thrown in, but they still lead the line and get the first round. Aware of their surroundings. I mean, we did see Wardell do some pretty awesome stuff, but granted, that was with a different weapon. Now, they don't check him. Subroza dunks one, but is going to get traded. There's no way he could get more in there, but does his role, puts a bit more pressure onto mid, which is something now the TSM looking towards, trying to get some kills in, but Wardell can't quite land those shots. Twitch chat saying he don't miss. Sometimes he does, but he's still alive and still able to get some pressure onto the attackers of Charlotte Phoenixt. That's a nice double peek, though. That does get the pick onto Drone, and it's a nice, neat 2 versus 2. Tomb Solid mid are expected it's going to be on the B site, but there's a nice little switcheroo as A is going to get hit.
And you can see the Jet already making their way out. Oh, and it's a wrong guess coming in from the stage. So now you're going to have shots going the wrong direction. Goes for the heal, gets beaten out by Wardell, and now the spike's going to be tapped. You've got one playing in from heaven, able to delay this for long enough to try and guarantee the defuse, and it's going to finish just in the nick of time with just pistols. It's TSM who best their opposition after the promising start, picking up the pistol round quickly here, as it's just him and Cutler. Subroza has to be careful, goes for the wide swing, trying to double peek with Cutler. The gun, though, heavier in the hands of Subroza than it is for Cutler. The port across is a bold move that allows him to get into a better position. Here comes the wide swing from heaven. The SMG is not prepared for that. So it's now a 2-on-2, an impressive rebound coming in from Charlotte Phoenixt, who are more of an unknown variable. Wardell spots one back behind the boxes, and as great as Anger's CS career may have been at times, not much can be done about that. It's down to shots. 1-on-2 with the SMG. Great damage dealt right off the bat. Has the wall available, and the res. Shots able to gun down one. It's now down to a 1-on-1, but Wardell's anticipating this play coming in from the front side. Starts to go back around the other way, and Shots picks up the clutch. That's an impressive round win coming in from the likes of Charlotte Phoenixt.
Right, so both teams trading rounds so far. I think we've got a game on our hands. Spirit opens up nicely with 2 frags. B-site is open for business.
Was Shots playing on an old roster with him and Flom, the old Noble Esports roster, along with Emong, who's another multi-game all-star. Wardell picking off one up in heaven, has to back off as the wall comes through. Nope. Pops the ult, wants to go over top of it, might even just bait it out, but the knives are flaying the opposition. It's down to a 2-on-2. Drone's going to go for the self-heal with the hot hands flame wall going up as well. Pops the ult. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The timing does not work out so well here. And again, Wardell still has the op and the ult. Goes for a few more tosses of the blade. Doesn't work out so well, but they're going to be running right into Wardell, who's going to be waiting for him here as they try to cross towards site. First shot's on the money, but it's a wall bang. Nice shock dart coming out as well onto Wardell to put him down onto just 35 hit points. ChurmZz in sight. Here's the dash coming out from Wardell. Tripwire's down. Goes for the safe plant, though, on the opposite side of the double box there. And the spike will be planted. It's going to be a 2-on-1 retake.
But Spirit is there to clutch it. Was the first person to get first blood to show off too many strategies that they could use going into the playoffs, right? So they can take this relatively easily, but you've got to say still, Charlotte Phoenixt are coming out clutching right now. Drone is putting a lot of pressure behind the screens, and there's 2 good flashes. His spray transfer not that great, but he's able to get the frags anyway. Can't get the fall onto the Jet. And Spirit's lurking actually with the operator, and this spike planted. It's more about Spirit. What's he going to do? They're not expecting him to be here. Gets one. Can he get more? Unfortunately not. The Jet is able to do as much as possible. Unfortunately not enough. TSM put themselves back on the board after losing a few rounds. Aren't necessarily expecting this Phoenix to be, at least. There's a nice little crossfire with Cutler, and they're able to spot it out. I don't think they're expecting him around this corner. They certainly weren't expecting that flash. It's a good one. Drone gets a couple. It's just going to be the Sober left alive. It's just going to be Spirit. Gets caught out by Cutler.
So they'll still be able to buy in the next. They're going to be rocking Guardians. There's the nice shot coming out from ChurmZz as the Guardian. Again, Drone with just a dirty flash coming out. And even though he goes through blind, the Jet's still able to convert on the ult as the blades seem to work out nicely. The ult pop towards the site really used more for intel than anything. The spike, though, going to be planted. This is a great take coming in. They do lose one as the retake is already underway. Wardell there with the operator. Spots Anger trying to get back towards ramp. But they've set up pretty decent post plants. One towards elbow, one in sight, and one underneath balcony. The blades flying towards that ramp area. There's the paranoia coming out to blind one. No, it's actually a dart cover. Wardell hits one, even though he's inside the tripwire with those knives, and it all falls down onto the Jet on site. And Wardell gets vertical and just floats through the air. That's 3 on the round for Wardell. To lurk potentially from Spirit, but Cutler seems to know it's coming. They know that the Sova is on the backside based on what happened early on. Cutler's moving out. What? Not really sure what that was. An interesting bug to say the least, but it's down to 2 on 1, and as he goes high off the wall, Cutler catches him as he drops down inside the dark cover. Hazed puts the wall down, has Wardell backing him up. They're on the other side. They're going to go for the pop-up wall. As they go for it, it doesn't work out so well initially, as Hazed is here to gun down all 3. Sure, they lose the operator as Wardell comes in with a rare miss.
The orbital strike. He just gets the spraying in the right spot. And yet another round that's looking pretty bad for Charlotte. And Cutler's doing even more damage.
Oh, that paranoia is just so powerful. It keeps that Sage at bay. There's the res coming in as well from Hazed. They're going to go up on top of the wall. You've got Anger in mid.
It is great to hear a play that you don't know about from the scene beforehand and then come up to be such an important aspect of it. And yet again, here we are, TSM. Everybody's getting involved. Everybody's getting a frag. This is a super nice pick from TSM to come out and clean house. Now it's just Spirit. They don't even need to see him. They just know that he's roughly going to be there. Absolutely flawless. Describes how TSM have been playing in the last count of 7 rounds in a row that they've won out. I was expecting this to be close, but TSM are just like, nope.
Part of that was just good timing from Cutler to avoid the Al drone and use the paranoia nicely. As they switch over now to attack, this is a play you'll see a lot in public servers. It's the shorting on the Jet. They can use that dash to get aggressive. It only nets 1 kill coming in from Wardell, but it's on the Jet, and it's one of those kills you're like, oh, come on, seriously?
I'd be molding, and I don't have much more hair to lose to mold off, so it was a good start. The spike has been planted on the B site, and right now Phoenix just have to try and work out exactly how to approach this. They're now trying to go towards CT. Subroza's there waiting. They decided that is a bad idea to run into that cracked Brimstone, who is forced a little bit away, but it's just backed up from the pressure, holding another angle. These are pixel-perfect angles that he's still getting his headshots in for. This guy's been practicing his aim training. Dabs one out with the spray.
Gonna be just a full-blown 5-man execute. You've got Anger with the Ghost up on ramp. Anger falls pretty quickly. Spirit's inside that dark cover as well. Takes a little bit of scratching damage through it. Tries to go for the peek. Cutler's there with the punish from the Bulldog. You can hear him stomping around towards the ropes. Yikes, that is such a fast headshot coming out from Drone. It was a jiggle peek coming in from Ksiaze on the ropes. It doesn't matter. Drone's just too quick with the shot.
It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters, really, isn't it? When they play like this, it's just, you know that the Charlotte can't keep up, but you just love to watch this kind of punishment that these guys are putting through. Okay, maybe Wardell not so much there, but it doesn't matter too much. It's just going to be shots left alive and completely surrounded. The spike has been planted. You would expect this to be 10-4 shots with the Marshal. Tries to fight Drone up. It's been very much TSM the last 10 to 15 minutes.
Wardell with a nice shot and
a
a good move actually as well, getting onto the site, getting the spike plant. Could it be a round coming in here? They try to get there fast. Wardell still has time on the cloudburst, so able to survive just a little while longer. Throws down 2 smokes, wants to play around them, no surprise there. Jumps right into the tripwire, can't find it because of the smoke.
Is out fragging him, but ooh, those Bladestorm like knives almost got the headshot in, but could only do so much. Doesn't matter though, gets the kill onto Anger. There's just no stopping this man.
Wardell able to upgrade with a rifle there after taking down one. Went for the early aggressive play. That's the Sage falling. That's a huge blow here as they've already got a huge advantage, but now they've lost that heal potential and that support, the wall, the slow orb, everything that you associate with a Sage player. Subroza right around the corner has to deal with Ksiaze, who's currently going up on top of the box with an operator inside the ropes. But Ksiaze playing this one slow, now starts to hear the footsteps, might start to move over. Oh, Subroza just narrowly catches him. Here comes the ult. Can't get out of that one. Gonna try. Oh, he actually does. So he goes up the ropes, saves the dash for the other side. Well played there from Ksiaze. There's still a Cypher on this B site playing in hell as they start to work their way through. Wardell with the rifle, not as capable as he is with the operator, but it doesn't matter. The trade is in. And it's going to be a 2-on-4 retake. You've got Ksiaze positioned towards spawn, 43 HP as the molly lands directly under his feet.
TSM position now is relatively tame, relatively safe. Spear doesn't realize that somebody right below him is going to check it though, but Drone still wins that engagement. That's a nice play from Ksiaze out of the smoke, but still has more to do. Right now you can see TSM are taking it super patiently. Subroza is right above him and just gets the kill anyway. 11-5 now, and TSM lost the last round of taking it right back. And
some smokes in mid. There's counter smokes coming out from the brim on the opposite side. Ksiaze goes for the pop on the Blade Storm. Doesn't even have time. Wardell's just too quick. He don't miss. Wardell starting to back off as Drone now pops to run it back in towards the B site. 11 rounds currently on the board, looking to secure their 12th. As you can see, there's 2 players currently up in heaven, but they can't do much. The smoke down back site makes them think that maybe someone could be here. That was actually their smoke getting them access to the site. ChurmZz trying to sneak out from heaven, eventually ekes past the slow orb that was down. Flame wall coming in, Cyber Cage to go down. That's not really going to scare Drone at all as the flash comes through. And ChurmZz is looking around wondering what happened. He's staring at the sun yet again. It's going to be now just one remaining. It's the Brim with an ult available. And it's Wardell who's currently in position to potentially lose that ult. But no, just too quick.
To be fair, nothing to really scare TSM with. Doesn't quite get the trade in, and Anger loses the operator in a really awkward spot. Drone has just been punishing these positions time and time again.
Drone right around the corner. There's one. Shots just gets absolutely deleted. A masterclass in peeking right now coming out from Drone. Wardell, quick shot coming out, dashes back into the ice wall, gets a concussion from the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's down to 1. It's Spirit. Doesn't even get to shoulder up the operator. 13-5 after an impressive start. A flurry of rounds early on from Charlotte Phoenixt. Doesn't seem to make a difference as TSM just absolutely crush it.
I mean, yeah.